Ooh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Instagram fam? Man. Oh, you said what's that? You came for the T show, but you see me in this mask. What's going on with the mask, man? The mask. This episode is sponsored by Outlaw Mask. Get your Outlaw Mask. It's comfortable. They got filters on the side. Man, oh man, they're stylish. For the people that are in the military, man, oh man, it's a beautiful mask. They stretch out. They got vents. Super comfortable to wear. If anybody has a high altitude mask, that's just the same material as the Outlaw mask. Very comfortable and stylish, man. And if you want to be a bad A, I'm not gonna say it on the show, but a bad A, then you can go and get your Outlaw Mask at outlawmask.com. That's Outlaw Mask, MASKS.com. I'm ready. I'm pumped up. Just waiting on some people to come on in, and let's get it going. This is another episode of Tea with Reggie, and I'm your host, Reggie Williams. Man, oh man, I'm excited about today's episode. Oh my gosh. This is a show about wisdom and reality. Oh, Tiffany, what's up, Tiffany? Yeah, Tita. Shout out, Tita. What's going on, Tita? Thank you for joining me, Tita. Hey, real quick, I know you guys want to know what's in the cup. What's in the cup tonight is something that I really love before I go to sleep. When I have a long day, boom, that's honey lavender stress relief. I love that. Another thing that I love about the Yogi teas is if you are into yoga, they got the little yoga pose on the side of the box. Boom. And also it comes with a quote inside. The quote that I love, and today's quote, love this quote. You must have self-respect. Only then can you respect somebody. Boom. But before I get into that, I need you guys to go ahead, follow me at Reggie at Dodge on Facebook and RW Dodge on Twitter. Again, that's Reggie at Dodge at Facebook and RW Dodge on Twitter. Man, oh man, today's episode is going to be great. I think I'm going to just get straight into it. Expected a couple more people, but Tiff, since you're here, I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and drop this real quick. So, today's quote, again, you must have self-respect. Only then can you respect somebody. I'm going to say it one more time. You must have self-respect, and only then can you respect somebody. This is a good one, Mr. Carter, man. Appreciate you joining, brother. This is a good one for me because definitely after 2012. So take you back to April 2nd, 2012. A lot of you might know that's a very pivotal point in my life, in my career. At that moment, I get released by the Minnesota Twins. My dream shattered. Boom. They tell me, you're no longer going to be a part of our organization. And that day, specifically that day, there was a lot of things going on in my mind. And this was a very bad day. It's probably one of the worst days in my personal life and career, right? And on this particular day, I'm getting calls from my dad. I'm calling my wife. I'm talking to people, and there are people that are in my corner. But at that moment and shortly afterwards, there was a battle that was going on inside of me. And this battle was, there's all types of things that's going on in my head. You're a failure. You're never going to be anything in life. All these bad things, you're a loser, all this kind of stuff. And it was very difficult. And if anybody has experienced any type of loss, any type of maybe their dreams getting lost or whatnot, then you might have these feelings. And it wasn't until I got into the car business that I had to realize this. And the Twins told me this when they released me, but I really didn't get it at the time. And what they told me was that if I had worked hard at anything else in life, just like I worked in baseball, then I would be successful in my career in whatever I chose to do next. But you just get released, so you're not really listening to these things when they're saying them. You're really mad, you're angry, you're thinking that you're a failure. All these things are going through your head, and I really started losing respect for myself. And I could tell you, it wasn't till shortly after I got into the car business, and I realized, you know what, no matter what, at the end of the day, we are all people. And when you're good at something, like I was good at something, I was good at baseball my entire life and blessed with God-given athletic ability. But a lot of times with our God-given talents, we take these as our own talents and that we created them, and we did not create these talents. That I wasn't. I was blessed with God-given baseball ability. I did not work myself into this baseball ability. And when and for myself, I know a lot of athletes are like this as well. You start looking at people and thinking that you're better than them. And the release for myself was a wake-up call to realize that at the end of the day, I'm a human being that has a specific talent. But we all have our specific talents. See, and baseball wasn't my only talent. So again, just because of one situation doesn't mean that the world is going to end. So for myself, it was really, really having that self-love, but more so having the self-respect and realizing that what happened was supposed to happen. See, life doesn't happen to us, it happens for us. So when we go by that motto, when we live life in that manner, well, guess what? Then we're happy for the situations that happen around us. See, COVID-19 has showed us all that things just happen in life, but it's not about what complaining about it. What really matters in those moments is that you embrace those moments and you are thankful for those moments. See, gratitude is everything. So in that situation, now if I could go back, I learned something from it. But if I could go back, I would have had gratitude for that moment. I would have been thankful for that moment, because at the end of the day, it was supposed to happen. See, and when you look at life like that, it was a blessing that happened, because guess what? I could have made it to the big leagues, but then my life will be in shambles because I cheat on my wife, or I get to the big leagues and I something happens later down the road that God saved me from. So really, a lot of our personal wants don't necessarily line up with what God has planned for us. So what I learned from that situation, and what I'm learning from this COVID-19 situation, is that we really have to buckle down and be thankful and be grateful. And we automatically have to have this self-love and self-respect, because when we have this self-love and respect, then we can pass that on to others, and we really respect other people. But when we don't do that, then we don't have the respect for people, and that is a terrible thing. When I went through that release, going through this COVID-19 situation, what it's really showing me is that we have to be thankful every single day, and we most importantly need to have respect for ourselves, because there's a lot of self-hate going on now, and it's terrible. So I challenge every single one of you, for first tonight, going into tomorrow, right? Just think about this. Tomorrow I'm going to have the most self-respect for myself, because at the end of the day, this is what you need to sustain happiness. If you do not respect yourself, then you're not loving yourself. And if you're not loving yourself, you can't love the world. So let's do a good job tomorrow by being thankful, being grateful when we wake up in the morning. And if there's a mantra that you would like to do for the self-respect, I know personally I like to pray, I like to meditate, but whatever it is that you need to do for your self-respect, then go ahead and do it. Whether that's praying, you might need to work out, you might need to have a cup of coffee, maybe you need some tea. I don't know. Whatever it is, though, you need to do that for yourself and for the people around you. So that's all I got today. Thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate it. Just remember this: love God, love your neighbor, and most importantly, love yourself. I love you, and I can't wait to see you again at the same time, in the same place, with the same cup. Be blessed. If anybody has any questions, go ahead, drop the questions on in. But most importantly, remember this. I told you guys at the beginning of the episode, this episode was sponsored by Outlaw Mask. If you want to see that mask, you go over to that mask place right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave on that note. Thank you guys so much. Remember, love God, love your neighbor, and love yourself. I love you, and I can't wait to see you again at the same time, in the same place, with the same cup. Hey, bless up. Outlaw Mask. OutlawMask.com. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining Tiffany, Mr. Carter, Baby, Pamela, and Beauty Bubble. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.